This is AndyTube, and this is the beginning of a new series called Saving LaLa. And this is LaLa, a Singer Model 221 Featherweight. For those who are coming to my AndyTube channel for the first time, I'd like to welcome you here and give a little disclaimer that I'm not a sewing machine repairman. I never worked for Singer or anything like that. I have done, I'm an enthusiast. It's like a hobby for me. I've done some sewing machine repairs and restorations for money, kind of a word-of-mouth thing. But mostly I take a machine and I do my best to restore it and get everything working very good on it. I film some of that as I go along for my YouTube channel, and then I sell the finished machine on a local Craigslist usually and take the profit and buy other machines and tools and parts and lighting and replace broken cameras that I've this is like my third or fourth camera. But I just, I want to let you know that. I just looked at YouTube and searched for Singer Model 221 and I couldn't begin to count the videos. So I just want to kind of set that straight. And I'll tell you, yes, I did pay $50 for LaLa. 3 years ago, I borrowed LaLa to make a video comparing the Singer Models 221, 301, and 404 straight stitch machines. And a friend, an acquaintance, let me borrow the machine, and ever since then I've been trying to buy it from him. And he's always said no, that he was going to work on it, he was going to get it working, and it came down to him through some family member and wasn't working back then, and you can see that he's kind of got some stuff hardwired and a different non-standard wire terminal here and non-standard cord, and he picked up a used foot controller that wasn't originally with the machine, and he's done stuff like that. But like every couple of months I'd contact him, hey, you ready to sell me that? And finally he said yeah, and he accepted $50, he said, because the machine doesn't even work anymore. Everything I tried only made it worse and worse. So I haven't even touched it for over a year, so you're welcome to it. So that's how I ended up getting most of a Singer Model 221 for $50. It does not have the original bobbin case, which is worth a lot more than would have been worth a lot more than I paid for the machine. But it does have a lot of original parts on it, and I see, since I saw it 3 years ago, he must have worked on the motor. He took off the motor belt, and I did plug in the machine, and it does, you may be able to hear it. It does, the motor does run. I didn't run it very long. I don't know if it's ever been lubricated or, whoops, maybe, oh wait, I gotta plug this weird little cord back in here. Sorry. So it does run somewhat, I mean, so that's a good sign. And the hand wheel in bobbin winding mode, the hand wheel does turn okay. And in the sewing mode, here, listen to this. don't know if you can hear that, but it like barely moves. Everything kind of moves. The hook moves, and the needle bar, and the take-up lever, and the main arm shaft, the gearing and stuff work, and the feed dog kind of moves, and stuff down here on the bottom. So I'm hoping it just needs a good cleaning and lubrication, and but you see some parts are gone from here, but a lot of parts are in the box that he gave me. This is a box he said he bought at a thrift shop. It's not really a, from what I've been able to learn, it's not a 221 box, or case, I guess I should call it. It was made for a different model. I don't even know if it's a Singer. It doesn't have any identification on it. But inside there, I did find some stuff that wasn't there 3 years ago. He included a automatic zigzagger, and it's complete and looks to be in good condition. He said he threw everything in that was original that he could find. I showed you the I think they call this the extension table is here, and so I was happy for that. And let me get this other part here. The little top, I guess I would call it the cover plate that goes up here. It's like an access to those parts up in here, and has a metal spool pin, and it's here, and the screw looks to be original, and it's there, and the nose cover plate, this gorgeous thing, wow, I mean, look at that scroll work and stuff on there. I guess there's a few different style of these over the years that Singer made the machine, but it's got the little thread guide. And as far as I know, this is the original one. But I was, you know, it's like, hey, this is getting better. I think I showed you in my announcement video. This little ace bag had, looks like, all the parts for the original tension unit, you know. And when he gave it to me and I paid him, I said, what's up with all these parts and stuff? Like, what happened? He says, I don't want to talk about it. I said, okay. But so that's a good sign. And you see what else was in here. Oh yeah, I found the motor belt that he took off. I think he was just trying to test why it really wouldn't move much anymore. So I have the original motor belt. Looks kind of old, but, and I found this box. I thought maybe this was going to have some Singer information, but it's a genuine steel hand-engraved acknowledgement folders. So a box of thank you cards, I guess. But it has some more parts, like a bobbin winder, and it looks like there's more tension parts in here. And I see a couple screws and washers that I hope are to put the table on. So, you know, maybe things aren't as bad as they appear when you first look at LaLa and say, "Wow, girl, what happened to you?" So, then the other thing I found was a plate, a bottom plate. And I don't remember there being a bottom plate before. And you see how it's got some numbers here, and it's got the thumb nut taped to it. It looks in pretty good shape. There's no more felt. You just see where the old glue stuff was. And then I found this, which I later discovered for sale on the internet at a few places. And it's kind of like a cut to fit peel and stick replacement. So he must have bought this someplace along the way to replace a missing bottom plate, and that's good too. And I think that was everything that I found. Oh wait, there was this box of attachments which I felt was the original to this model. Sometimes they put a model number on here, but this part number I think was for the whole box and all the parts inside. I've seen that before. And I've been trying to go through and see what attachments were issued with the machine when they sold it, and see if I got them all. I have one bobbin that you can tell is vintage. I don't know if it's still good or if it's bent or whatever, but anyway, I've got that, and it's got a light bulb in it that doesn't work. I don't know. It's got the bobbin winder tension disc, but some of the paint off the plate is gone, and it looks like something plastic chipped off the top of the on and off switch. And see, I'm going to go ahead and unplug this. And the feed regulator or stitch length, it kind of moves. It's but and I can see that some of the decaling looks like I can't really decide if it's gone to silver because somebody used a no-no chemical on it, or if it's just a fading. I've never had, this is the only featherweight I've ever touched in my life. But you see up here, these look pretty gold still to me. But down here on the bed, like this one corner looks gold, but these look more silver. And it seems like I read something in the past about a certain cleaning chemicals or something would turn those silver, so don't use it. But it has the needle plate. It looks like the original motor. And let me show you here on the bottom. The original wire terminal, of course, is gone, and I've got the motor wires, and somehow the light wires have to be in here, and then they brought this wire in and terminated it or spliced it in here someplace. So my goal is to put the original 3-pin male terminal back on there and get this cleaned up and working. It seems like this is asbestos or something, and I see it's flaking, and I think I read before that you can brush that with a wire brush and kerosene to clean that up, and then you put a little motor oil on it to keep it from flaking. But you know, I've read stuff about it over the years and things like this. My wife saw it. she happened to hear me mentioning something about LaLa and said, okay, who's LaLa? So I showed her the machine and she says, wow, that is just the cutest little thing I ever saw. And then when I explained it has the same mechanical kind of hook and drive and everything as Coco, the 301 that she borrowed from me, she just let me borrow that and I'll sew on it for a while to test it for you and see if there's anything else needed. And of course I still haven't got Coco back, Coco my 301. So I can tell where this is going to go, and that's fine. I don't deny her very much. So anyway, I'm going to be learning this as I go. You know, so there's, believe me, there has to be a lot of people that know a heck of a lot more about featherweights than I do. But I plan to work on it. I plan to clean it. I plan to learn about taking some of the parts off to clean it and how they work and how they go back on, just like I do with the normal machines. This is interesting here, this needle bar bushing, and I saw some timing marks on the needle bar somewhere, so I'm thinking, okay, be able to time that. It's just an amazing little machine, and I understand it weighs 11 pounds. So now you know just about everything I know about LaLa. And I hope that, you know, if you're interested in this machine and everything, you will tune in to some of my videos and follow along as I go. If nothing else, maybe you'll get some good laughs at the mistakes I'll inevitably make. You can't say my channel's not entertaining. Okay, that's it. I'll let you go, and I hope to see you, and I'll put up the videos as I said, time and health permitting. I'll put up the videos. Okay, thanks so much, y'all. Take care, please, and be good. Be good to other people. Okay, we can do that. That's easy.